Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
The picture of Elon Musk in a bathing suit made me 40% gayer. But
Yeah.
anyway, did you see his, first of all, they're not funny. He's like, okay, Taylor, you win. I'll give you a child and guard your cats with my life. And as a lot of women
I'll
said,
put a baby in you.
Right,
That is
as
rapey
a lot of
and
women,
predatory.
Right, that's a lot of women said. That's a rape threat. That's not.
Yes,
He
it
thinks
is.
it's funny. Like, oh, okay, I'll give you a child. It's like, ew. By the way, I think I saw Travis Kelce tweeted back. Did he?
I think
Something
that was
about
fake.
twisting him into a pretzel.
I think
That's
that was
fake.
fake. It was
That's
fake.
fake. Unfortunately, it's fake.
Oh, damn.
I don't think they would deign to answer.
Yeah, I don't think they'd bother.
Oh, God, they're just all so weird and creepy and rapey.
You know, I posted a video yesterday of Trump just saying thank you in his disgusting fat tongue denture mouth at the memorial at 9/11. It was very interesting. I understand there was press taking pictures and people yelling at him, but he was like, thank you, and then he winked at a photographer. And two things. One, you were at the 9/11 memorial.
God.
Have some decor. And two, the people yelling at him, saying, we want you back, we love you, taking pictures. You were also at the 9/11 memorial. Have some decorum.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of him and his base.
Yeah. So I want to get your take. We were talking about Liz Cheney saying, given the closeness of this election, particularly if you're going to find yourself voting in a swing state, you've got to take the extra step if you really do recognize the threat Trump poses. It's not enough to simply say, I'm not going to vote for him. It's a secret ballot. At the end of the day, you have to wrestle with your own conscience when you're there in the voting booth. And I would expect you will see far more Republicans and independents, when the time comes and they've got to make that decision, make the right decision. And just somebody was pointing out this is the opposite of what happened in 2016 when Trump's support was provably underestimated because people were embarrassed to say they were going to vote for him.
True.
And I
actually believe that.
But I think there's going to be a lot, particularly women, that I think you were saying this last week about the biggest search is women saying, "Can my husband find out who I voted for, or my boyfriend, or whatever?"
The donations after the debate, 75% of them came from women.
Yeah.
And some of them were first-time donors. I do think you're going to see numbers we've never seen. I think there's going to be a lot of people that go into those voting booths and vote for who they know would be a better president for the United States, and that's Kamala Harris.
What a sad state of our body politic, though, Dana, when you think about it. People voted for him that were embarrassed to say publicly, even then, that they supported him. And now they're too afraid to say they're not going to vote for him. They're too afraid to say they're going to vote for the black lady. I mean, it's just, okay. All right, this is, let's see, Joy Behar talking to Chris Christie about a second debate.
Do not toy with perfection.
Don't do that. Really, seriously. You get in the ring against a guy who has had more presidential debates than anybody in history, and you knock him around.
Yeah.
Raise your arms, go do 2 rallies a day, raise some money, and go home, man.
Yeah.
Don't, because nothing great can happen for her in a second debate.
Oh, yes, it can. She would crush him again like a bug, which is why he's not going to do it.
Right.
We're saying.
I think you're absolutely right. There's just the thing, though. There's a reason why Kamala Harris hasn't sat down necessarily with the mainstream media, because they are not trustworthy and they have not done well by the Democratic Party. I don't necessarily completely disagree with Chris Christie on this. Take the win and move.
I
if
agree.
there needs to be another debate.
This is right-wing douchebag.
I'm not going to answer for
Why
him,
not?
for his memes, or anything else. But I am.
No,
going,
but I'm asking you, do you think that conspiracy is based on racism?
Because
I mean, it's an
because
I'm
not going to answer. I don't know. I don't know.
That was a long pause, Scott. I mean,
because I don't know the answer, and I'm not going to sit here and answer for somebody. I don't talk to Donald Trump about what the motivations are, and I don't answer to you either.
Oh, yeah, Dana. I'm sorry. Donald Trump is despicable, and if you still support him now, you're despicable.
Yep.
If you say you're not racist, you're racist adjacent, or you're okay with it, right?
Absolutely, 100%. You've got the son of that poor 11-year-old boy that was killed in that car accident by a Haitian migrant. Yeah. You've got the father of that boy that was killed on national television saying, get my son's name out of your mouth. Stop using him as a political talking point. I wish he had been killed by an old white man, because I would not have so much racial hate coming toward my family.
Yeah.
They're even saying enough is enough.
Yeah, and I was saying he was an immigrant that had an ID card, was here working. And again, we talked about, somebody did a profile of this town that they were really in trouble, like economically, and they've done a revitalization where they've asked for workers to come there, and they have. And anyway, it's just
and that's what he said. My son wasn't murdered; it was an accident.
Right.
It was a car accident.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, so this is this is the again. I just wouldn't put anything past Trump. Some people think he just misspoke when he was talking about her saying she's not black or something. But let's listen to this.
I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her. That's up.
I think it was a statement
the way
that he
he
was
said
referring
it.
to.
I mean, I can't.
I don't want to defend him,
Nicole
but-
Wallace or someone on her panel yesterday thought he absolutely did
I think
say
he
what
was-
he said.
I think he was referring to a
the
statement.
statement.
Yeah.
I think so as well, and I hate defending this
Same,
guy, but
same.
I
Same
do
here,
believe
but-
that it was the statement.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate word
Salad.
It was word salad. He's inartful when he speaks.
Because
Absolutely.
I think you focus on the part I read where she's not black. What is he effing talking about? Like,
well, the I read part, we should have known he was lying already.
Right there,
He's
exactly.
not doing that. But he's got to somehow blame it on someone else. He cannot take responsibility for the fact that he may have made a mistake. He may have said something that was inappropriate. He's done it with every single thing. Jon Stewart, who I know that we've got some mixed feelings about on the show, he even said it. One of the things that bothers him the most is him throwing everyone else under the bus when he has been backed into a corner. And it's the same thing here of him saying, you believe this. Oh, I read it somewhere. I saw it on TV somewhere. It wasn't
people are saying, everyone knows it. Everyone knows. Like he always said, everyone knows. Everyone wanted Roe v. Wade overturned. Even Democrats. Every Democrat, every legal expert wanted Roe overturned. You're like, what? I mean, but the race thing, I'm glad she doesn't really dignify it with an answer. Because, what? I went to a black college. I'm sitting here under TV lights being black. Like, it's just so...
she actually dignified it with an incredible answer, because he was like, I don't care. And she's like, you do care, because your entire career, you have been using race as a reason to discriminate against people. She actually turned it perfectly in the debate.
Yeah, absolutely. Sue in Rockville, you're on with Dana Goldberg. Hi, Sue.
Hi there. Hi, Dana. So good. You are
Hi,
amazing.
Sue.
That's all I want to say. I live in such admiration of your advocacy. I wish I could do half of what you do.
Thank you.
Two quick things. One, Megyn Kelly's personal worth is $45 million.
Yeah.
So while she whines about rich people, she can look in the mirror and shut up.
Well, I can't believe she's supporting Trump and
get
calling
that
Taylor Swift an out-of-touch billionaire.
And she's mad that
Yeah,
Taylor Swift
45
endorsed
million.
Walls and Harris because of her support of LGBTQ people. Sorry, Sue.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other thing has to do with what the media has absolutely failed to cover. Trump said during the debate that he has personally met with Putin since leaving the White House.
Yeah.
And he has held many classified documents for a long time. So why isn't someone questioning him? What did he do? When did he meet with Putin? What did he give Putin? And why has this been completely ignored?
I know. Well, Dana, I was wondering that. Once again, he's violated the Logan Act. He's talking to, Netanyahu or what's his Putin. But will we find out? Come on, Putin, just, what? Drop the info. He's going to lose anyway. Drop the P-tape. Just let's go.
Let's go. I agree. I mean, the fact that, and I don't think enough people are focusing on the fact that he could not answer whether he wanted Ukraine to win the war or not.
Right.
And we know this. He is Putin's puppet. He could not answer. He could not say yes, because he would have gotten chastised. He would have gotten in so much trouble with his dear leader. But those are the things that I think we also need. That's national security issues. This isn't whether or not you believe trans people should have equal rights, which should be as equal as an issue as national security, because it is national security. A lot of our trans folks are fighting in the military. Yep. But you don't care about the security of this country and the military. You are going to be the commander-in-chief. That is a massive problem.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I think we mentioned this yesterday. The headline rate of U.S. consumer inflation eased more than expected last month, bolstering expectations the Fed will cut interest rates next week. I thought she did a good job on that as well. That this whole, first of all, so of all the gaslight, we did a fantastic job on COVID. No. It's like, I mean, a lot of this is because he did such a disastrously, provably, murderously bad job on COVID, and our inflation has come down more than any other country in the world, and it's still coming down.
Yep. This happens every time. The Republicans boost it up, the Democrats have to clean it up. This happens every time with our inflation and our deficit. Ooh, you can look at history every single time. I mean, at the DNC, when they said 50 million to 1, 50 million jobs to 1 million jobs created, those are Democrat favor. It is not a lie.
Since the end of the Cold War. Mm-hmm. Right. 51 million American jobs have been created, 50 million of them by Democrats.
Yep.
That was the only thing. I don't think that came up. I know she covered it broadly, but I wish, that had come up more specifically.
Yeah.
The number of the historic number of jobs the Biden-Harris administration have created. And I think she did say, he had the worst jobs record since Hoover or whatever,
And that was the only sort of lie she told.
Well, it wasn't a lie, though. It was because I think the point was, we were up to 15% practically unemployment and it was coming down some, because obviously, COVID was easing. But you know what I mean? He still lost more jobs.
Yes.
Right.
I think it would be much more beneficial, instead of another debate, for her to ask for a town hall, actually have questions so people understand what her positions are on certain topics, and people can ask questions in the audience where it's a vetted audience, even if it's mixed, because she does want to bring us all together. Do a town hall. Don't do another debate unless they push for it.
Right.
There's no denying it. The vibes are really good right now. But vibes alone won't save our democracy. We need votes. At the Grassroots Democrats HQ, we know what it takes to win elections. Knocking doors, making calls, sending texts, and writing postcards. If we're going to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and give them the Democratic Congress to pass their agenda, then we need to roll up our sleeves and talk to a record number of voters between now and November 5th. But let's be clear, we can't do it without you. So, are you ready to work? This is a fight for freedom and our future, and everything is at stake. Don't wake up on November 6th wishing you had done more. Join us. Go to grassrootsdems.org today to sign up to volunteer, and let's go win this thing.